Okay, let's start the show first, right? Welcome to the Red Light District Show. My name is Tim Amoroso. We have Katie Lee and Joe Hendry here. I keep on almost saying Joe Hendry all the time because that wrestler. Have you seen him yet? After I told you, he's cool, huh?
Didn't we watch the video?
Yeah, we started watching it. Okay, it's not nothing. All right, I thought it was something that looks different to me. It looks cool. Okay, maybe I need to go down with that one. Maybe. Right, before I go into the what's your trauma thing.
Can you hear me on this one?
Yeah. I can actually turn you up, to be honest.
What's your drama? Welcome to, that could be the next game show. Do I?
Okay, cool. Well, welcome to Red Light District Show. We have Joe Henry and Katie Leigh here. Katie, that song, the last time you were here, you played a song, and it was just amazing. Like, I wish I would have got it better. There's something different about you guys playing that I didn't account for. And it was two, like, back to back. Like, the first dude had, like, a big cello before you guys, and it was hard for me to fucking mic that bitch up because it was like, wow, wow. I'm not used to that sound. I think something happened with your lead guitar. I was a little too.
Yeah,
twangy.
I don't remember being able to hear all of it in the video, but it was fine.
It was just a beautiful, like, experience.
It was a fun night.
So I just want to say thank you for that. And I'm sorry about that if it didn't come out as. I wanted the world to hear what I heard, you know. I just fucked it up, so I apologize. Right, so we were talking before, and like, what's your trauma? And like, I'm willing to talk about mine. I mean, I can talk about something cool first. So, like, my son, he gives me his toy. He has two toys at all times in his hand, and he saves one for me. And this is the one for today. It's a Michael Myers toy, and so he makes sure I keep it around. And if I'm walking around the house, he was like, "Hey, where's your monster truck? Or where's your mask? Or where's your knife?" And like, I'm his friend. Like, he's literally thinks of me as a friend, and he's always thinking of me to have a toy to play with him. So I don't know. I just wanted to say that, and maybe, you know, this reaches him when he's a little older.
That's cute.
But all right. So we were talking, you know, and I haven't really. Me and Joe's, you know, it seemed like a different conversation. I appreciated it a lot more. And you know, he talked about his trauma and his situation, and Katie brought up that, and I was like, "Is that a good topic? How cool would that be? Or how not cool? You know, probably." But here's mine. My parents divorced when I was 2. My mom went straight into drugs at that point, heroin at the time, and she was dealing cocaine out of the house. So she left my dad for her boyfriend, who was a cop for Oxnard. And that dude helped sling. So she would get the product, she would cut it up, and then he would take it on patrol in Oxnard to sell all the stuff. His name and my name, I'm named after him. So, not the middle name, just the first name. So if you know a dude who used to get drugs from named Tim in the 80s and 90s, and as a cop, I'm named after him.
I was like 10, so no.
I mean, nowadays.
I mean, nowadays, you never know.
And that's not even the bad part. So, as time goes on, she just gets in trouble, right? We get raided, her house gets raided, everyone goes to jail, and she gets out. I don't see her for like 5. So this probably happens like 2nd grade or 1st grade. I don't see her again till maybe 4th grade. And then, so she's still on drugs. This time, like it's up to meth. And I remember her just being sick all the time. It was a combination of meth and heroin. I remember on the side of her bed was like one of those Home Depot buckets, the orange ones. And she was just throwing up in it. So I remember, like, I really, like, I wouldn't see her an entire weekend. The schedule was like Monday through Friday with Dad, Friday through Sunday with Mom. And I wouldn't see her. I would come home, I would go there on Friday. Their house would be completely disgusting. Fucking shit everywhere. Dirty dishes. I would go there clean. I would clean up for my brothers and sisters. Because I had a sister and 2 brothers. Or a brother and 2 sisters. I'd make them dinner, and then I would go back, and then the next week and come and clean it up, do it all over again. I remember we were down to like 1 TV in the house. I was like, where's all this fucking shit going? Obviously, they're trying to pawn shit, right? And she's not down. At this point, she's not selling anymore. So they're just struggling. We're living off of 5th Street, 7th Street, 5th Street. 7th Street, I think, where the baseball field is, Hobson, across the street. So I'm there, and we end up leaving. Like, oh, this is like the one of the times I see my mom, you know? And we go to the 99-cent store over there, and where Denny's is in Wainimi. Are you aware of that? And we're going into the 99-cent store, and some dude goes up to my stepdad. And let me just say, right before this, my stepdad beat the fuck out of my mom. Beat the fuck out of her. Like, when I say beat the fuck out of her, like, he's a big dude, she's a small woman, and hit her like a dude. That's the first time I've ever seen that violence. That much violence, that close up. So I go, and they say something, and he was like, do you want it or not? And I'm just there. I'm small, and I'm just not really talk. I don't talk. I don't want to get. I know what it's like to, if you talk, you do something, you're always on pins and needles. You're gonna get fucked up, slapped around, or whatever it is. So I'm just quiet, and they bring him. They're saying something. My mom comes to them, and all of us go to the car, his car. Bro, he gives her like a stack. They're bricks of meth. Like, boom, boom, boom. Maybe 20, 30 of them. He was like, I'll be here on Friday, next Friday. Sell them all. Sold it all. Came back the next Friday, got it again. So if you did meth in Ventura County from 1994 to 2002, you got it from my mom. She was the original Walter White. So I remember all that shit going down, and then like cops started coming around, and they end up like home invading us. Like you can look up like this at this point we lived on Hill Street. There's a home invasion. And look that up. That was us. That was my mom. On Hill Street. The corner house on Hill Street where all those car accidents are all the time, over Hill Street and Ventura Road. That corner house right there. So, that all that was going on. I remember at that moment, like I just stopped going to her because I was just like it was too much. And then she started threatening my dad, and it was all me. So I didn't hear from her for a while. Like sometimes those drug people, like if you're out of sight, you're out of mind. I'm not gonna. And I started going to church because I had nothing. My dad wasn't there. Like I had nothing, and like I never had someone brush like put their hand through my hair or tell me I mattered or say I love you or say you're important. It was always you're a piece of shit. There's no affirmations. So therefore, in my head, I made it through a lot of hell and back. So my attitude towards that kind of stuff now is I'm like, come on, toughen up. We got to do this type of thing. And that's probably bad on my part, not being as empathetic as I should. So that it ends up, that was pretty much my childhood. So I started going to church because I had nothing, and I found like people gave a shit about me there. My mom found out I was going to church, and then she robbed my house. And then it made me the villain in my own house for the rest of the time I was there. And I had to just go to the military to get away from everyone because everyone hated me. I felt that way, you know what I mean? And then I met a woman, exactly who my mom was. My oldest son, and then I smartened up, and I was like, oh shit. That's pretty much it.
You're deserving. Love.
I didn't know that till I had a kid. Like that, they will like. Oh,
I feel you. Same thing. I didn't start going through my journey. I didn't start going through my journey until I had kids. I didn't think that I had very problems at all. It's like I'm good. Like I'm going through life. I'm just gonna do it.
yeah.
And then once you have kids, watching the apple fall from the tree, man, it fucking
hurts.
It's fucking crazy. You start to see the things that they do because they see you do the things you do, and you can. I just say I say the apple from the tree because you know the saying, and I constantly wonder how far my apples are gonna roll from our tree. And why would they roll? Because I want to keep my kids close, man. I love my kids. I would never imagine I would be so heartbroken if my kids didn't want me in life for whatever reason, didn't talk to me, didn't want to tell me things. I would be fucking heartbroken. And
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I got some bad news. Once they get into teenage years,
well,
you're a fucking piece of shit for a little bit.
That's normal. I mean,
Yeah, my daughter's 11 and she hates me sometimes.
They frustrate the shit out of us. That's what they do. But as far as
But they say kids who act out that way, they do it at home because they feel safe enough to act out in front of their parents. So yes, it's like super shitty. You have to deal with it. But
as long as I hear that they're perfect little angels
at school,
out in public, and
that's what I hear at like teacher conferences. I'm like, you're talking about my child?
Yeah.
They're quiet in class?
Yep.
What?
Same here. What? Perfect little kid, huh? Good listening.
But as far as the trauma goes, I mean, I don't feel like I've experienced it to the level that you have, to that extent. I think it more stems from my parents' own trauma, that like I developed like this sense of being able to read people. Yeah, because my dad was super abused by his dad for years and years, and it affected the way he lived. He didn't really know how to process his anger or process any of that. He never really talked about it. He never told my mom until after they were married for a while, because how do you tell somebody that kind of information, But I feel like growing up in a house, with my dad, I felt like we kind of always walked on eggshells. So in terms of being able to read people, like I can be across, and my sister and I talk about this all the time. We can be at a party and we can see a conversation happening across the room and read facial expressions enough to know like those people are pissed at each other. Or when you walk into a room, you can like feel the tension, you know? I feel like I can read that on people really well because I grew up trying to know like, is everybody in a good mood? Like, can I come out into the living room?
Yeah.
Do I need to go back to my room? You know,
Check the
I always
temperature.
like check the temperature, and
Go
it
get a
really
cup of
was
water
like
real
that.
fast.
And it wasn't anyone's fault. It was just he didn't know how to cope. And my mom was so codependent and like trying to make everybody, you know, please everybody, which is what you would expect to do as the wife. You know, you want to like protect your family. But I think it was to everyone's detriment to some extent. But anyway, just talking about the whole trauma thing, like being able to read people, like know people, and like know, oh, this person's gonna get along with this person because I know the types of things they're gonna be interested in, the stuff they'll talk about. You know, perfect example when I've brought people to Joe's to work on music stuff. I'm very selective in the people that I choose to bring into that world because he is so protective of his, you know, what we're working on, and it's his house. So it's like, you know, you want it to be a safe space.
Yeah, yeah. Especially for creativity.
Yeah.
Sacred
For sure.
things.
Yeah, exactly. And like just to even share that with you, you know, with anybody, to share that creativity vibe with somebody in that space, to me it's spiritual and it's like real intimate, you know. So like the people I hang out with at my show and we do comedy, we're making bits. To me that's sacred. Because a piece of me, you're inside my head for 3 hours when we're
Right.
talking. We have to predict what we're gonna say to each other, so it makes sense. Or to me, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I understand that sacred spot.
Connection on a totally different level, especially when you're doing something really creative.
Yeah.
You need that connection with people that you love and trust, and that are willing to love and trust you back and respect the space and respect the project. Or realistically, I just like people that respect life, man. Just like
Well, what I was gonna say is I think in my life it has been that I've come into contact with people with, I mean, everybody has trauma to some extent, but the people that I tend to gravitate towards are the ones with the most trauma. And there's been several examples in my life of friends and different than those different situations. And I think it's because there's something like that you don't even know that connects you, but it's going to connect you because,
Familiarity.
you know, and the more I've
Familiarity.
gotten to know Joe and the more that we've gotten to know each other, all of that stuff comes out and you don't realize, oh, like that's why we're friends. Because we like on a deep dive level have shit that's happened in our lives, whatever it is, that's like brought us to this place and allows us to be creative and allows us to be like open with each other, you know.
she's the collector of the broken.
Collector of the broken.
Well, they do, you know, they do those like stupid strength things at work, and at work one of mine is includer. Like I like to include people and I like to feel included. So like whenever we're working on music shit, I'm like, oh, who can we add to this? Like who plays mandolin, who plays fiddle, like who can we get in here? And you know, like who are the like resources? I'm just like, in that sense, I want to include people because the more the merrier. Like I'm always about that. If I could create like a super band with a full choir and like, hell yeah, I would dial that in.
I'm on that train.
No
too.
joke.
That's how I am too.
I'm
Well,
fucking
and
down
Joe's
with
the
that
same
shit.
amount of crazy as I am. So
Well, I'm not that crazy. but I get crazy when I'm alone.
When we first started the show, I would just bring anybody. Like, oh, you're interested? Come on. Hey, I'll see you on Friday. Just come through. We used to have like 20 dudes in here, just like what can we do? Like, how can we include them? You know, like you are.
I remember it being real in and out in here, fucking packed. Like,
Oh yeah.
tons of people coming in.
It was tough on my energy. It was like really draining for a
Yeah,
while.
That's a
it's
lot.
real, yeah, it's real constant.
Like constantly touching people, and not that I mind. I love hugging people. I love touching people, but like touching their souls, their spirit,
Yeah.
and trying to get in their brain.
It's emotionally draining.
so much.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't do it. That's why I don't like to do it.
I
That's
just
why I don't have that many friends.
That's pretty much. You know, I mean,
I just caught on to that shit.
well, I just feel like a lot of people kind of. Never mind. Anyways, we'll go back to it.
No, go speak that truth.
I just feel like a lot of people have reasons for doing things, and I'm a very skeptical person. I just feel like somebody
Yep.
like always wants something
Yep.
for some kind of reason.
Mhm.
All the time.
And I'm not a very big fan of people smiling in my face because they fucking want something, and they're willing to do whatever it is to get it, including like pretty much what it would come down to is fucking with my time, because people just aren't really genuine, and like again there's an alternative mode there, and energy is off. You can feel like you said sometimes you walk in the room, you feel the energy is a little off and drain. You have tons of people in and out of here. At least one or two of those people or whatever, somebody is going to be one of those people, and it's going to fucking sad of you. That's why
for sure.
No.
That's why you were exhausted.
And you don't even
There
know
are
who
people
they
that,
are,
and they
but
don't
they're
even, they're
normal.
not even aware that they're doing it. They suck life out of the room.
Yeah, and it's just a natural thing. It's beyond we are capable of the understanding.
Yes.
Like the fucking evidence in front of us on a piece of paper. It seems like that everybody wants nowadays. It's more of like it's a feeling.
Yeah,
It's an instinctual feeling that has been here since the very beginning. And
Anyone who does meth, I know.
Yeah.
There's a I do get confused. So I can confuse someone who's a drunk with a meth head.
Yeah.
Just a feeling, just by being next to them. I mean, it's obviously someone way gone, you don't know, right? But imagine the dudes are coming through. It's either, because Chris Austin, you remember him?
mm-hmm.
I thought he was on meth. I was like, this dude's on meth. He's flapping my energy like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was just alcoholic. And then, he got through it. He was just he used to be a millionaire, you know that? A multi-millionaire. He used to do he used to do shows for he's a little dude. He used to wear his hat. He had a little bob head.
I don't know. If
He has like a rebel flag tattooed on his arm. He's a little redneck dude.
I know who you're talking about. I just feel like I can't put a face.
I'll send you a picture of him.
I can't put a face on it.
But he lost all his money.
Yeah.
Everything. And then I didn't even know any of this. He just came to me poor and broke. He was like, I love what you do. I want to be a part of it. And the best member I've ever had. I was like, dude, there's something wrong with you. Are you on meth? And then he was like, no, I'm not on meth. I was like, and I knew that he wasn't on meth. This is how I knew. Because we went, Robbie Krieger from The Doors?
Mm-hmm.
His manager wanted meth.
Mm.
For us to get taken care of, right? To get to meet him, get in front. I go, hey, I've never had this conversation with him. Hey, I need meth. I said, Rob, he needs it. He goes, for what? If we want to go in Robbie's trailer. And I think it was good. It was an interview. He goes, I don't know anybody who does meth. I was like, oh shit. Right, he's telling the truth. He's just drunk.
Good. I was just testing you.
But he ended up getting clean. He's doing so good for himself right now.
That's
Good
good.
for him.
I'm so proud of him. So proud of him.
Life's a roller coaster.
How have you guys been doing with your? What about you? Want to talk about yours, or you don't have to?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Katie's.
Oh, I don't know. That was all I had to say.
Last
Just
dude.
that I can read people really well because of reading the situation every time the car would pull up.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, like you have your superpower as a uniter. I'm a planner and uniter.
Yeah.
And I try to bring the community together in certain aspects.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better about myself instead of like a piece of shit.
What am I?
What are you? What do you mean? Like in terms of strengths?
You call yourself something?
Well,
Calls
that's just
himself
from my
something.
work thing that we had to do the little test on. I would say that you maximize your time. You're the kind of person that you have a short window and you'll get as much done as you can.
Fuck yeah, that's dope.
Small windows.
And you work well in like high stress environments, I feel like. That's
Yeah.
probably part of your trauma.
What comes with it.
Because you don't recognize it's stress, huh? It's just life.
You see, the thing about my trauma is that it's I can't pinpoint because it's all spread out and it's a lot of different things. So it's more of like a collective. It's not like
One incident.
yeah, it's not like one incident.
What's the thing that's hurt you the most in your life?
The thing that's probably hurt me the most in life,
Like even when you think back to it right now, it's like, fuck, why?
it would probably be I'm just trying to think of how into this I really want to get. Mine would probably be certain choices that my parents made in my younger years, whether it be things that they did or things that they didn't do. For each thing that I'm thinking specifically, I could have been a totally different person. I remember my therapist told me back in the day I had all the I had the perfect little recipe to become a really bad person, and I somehow am not.
Did you ever find yourself going down that road?
When I first started doing music, I was drinking a lot. Like when I was doing interviews for you and I was out playing live, I was drinking a lot. I remember specifically one time I was playing somewhere in Ventura. I was right in the middle of a song, and then I was jamming. I was pretty intoxicated, and I remember I kind of tilted my head back a little bit like this, and I felt my body start to go. And then I caught myself. Nobody else saw or anything, but then that's when I just thought to myself, "Whoa, I'm pretty fucked up right now," and we'll get through this here real quick. And but I used to drink a lot, and ever since I started smoking weed, I've never stopped smoking weed. It's actually that's kind of what brings me.
Everything up here settles me down.
Yeah, I mean, when I smoke, it calms me down, and I'm able to deal with whatever it is that I'm dealing with.
Did you do like vape or you do grass?
No, just bud. I mean, I smoke Stogs, but yeah, mostly green.
Okay.
I just like to.
It's probably the best.
Yeah, I mean, fine.
I notice I'm doing this vape shit, and I get spacey.
Yeah.
But when I smoke grass, I never get spacey.
Yeah.
But I'm also drinking a bunch of Coke Zero, all that aspartame.
Yeah.
It's supposed to make your head all fucked up too.
Yeah. Well, I still have my vices. I mean, like I said, I smoke cigarettes, organic tobacco, weed, and I like drinking Red Bulls, especially when I go out to play with Kaylee.
Yeah, me too.
Gets me going, gets me up there.
I mean, it's better than I don't drink every day. You know, I don't drink alcohol every day. I try not to at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's what happened with you is I was on. All right, you want to know the story? Fuck, I'm an idiot. It's the most embarrassing thing in the world. I just took the interview down. I had George Christie in here from the Hells Angels, and I was fucked up. My son didn't want nothing to do with me at the time. No, there's no excuses, right? I'm a man. I deal with that shit. Be a fucking professional. You have a dude in here. Give me his time.
Yeah.
And I just fucking fucked it away. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but everyone in here knew. He knew.
Yeah.
The people at home listening, all the comments. This is my most watched video because everyone's talking shit to me.
Yeah.
And I took it down because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I apologized. I had to apologize.
Live and you learn,
It's
man.
bad.
Yeah.
Every time I think of that, I'm just so fucking embarrassed.
Yeah.
So embarrassed of myself. Like, I did stupid shit. Just because I'm hurt. Like, grow the fuck up, dude.
There's a time and a place for everything, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to,
Probably not in front of
you
the
know,
Hells
yeah,
Angels
yeah,
fucking president.
yeah.
Getting all fucked up. The comments were like, yeah, the longer the interview goes on, the interviewer starts slurring his words even longer.
Yeah, you should throw it back up. See what happens.
Well, he just did like an interview with like Pat Bet David. He just did an interview with Jimmy Dory, that conspiracy guy.
Okay.
And like, I just listened to both those interviews. So good. And I listened to mine again. It's pretty good, but I fucking ruined it.
Slurring like Donald Trump.
It's horrible. Horrible. How's music going for you?
It's good. It's kind of picking up again. I need to kind of get out there and book some more shows and stuff. But album's done, so that's good. And then we probably have like another album in the pipeline.
She's got all kinds of fucking songs.
No, we have
man.
like 2 or 3 songs we're like working on to release,
Every-
and then
every other
whatever
morning I'll
else.
wake up and it'll be like,
no.
wrote a new jingle. And she sends me a whole new track. I'm just like, oh shit. I think she's trying to tell me to fucking get to work. But yeah, she's writing a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm just
music.
writing
And it's
a
really
lot.
good. So,
You do write well, huh? That's like definitely your superpower.
Yeah, I think I've like reined it in over the years too, you know, because I've been writing since I was like in junior high. So I think you come up, well, I'm the kind of person too that writes all the time. And I think just like you do anything else, if the more you do it, the better you're at, you know, that you get at it.
You don't try to sell your songs.
Huh?
You don't try to sell them? They're good enough.
I've never even like, I mean, I would love it. Like it'd be cool to write a song for some superstar to have them take it, but I don't know. I don't even know how to do that.
I'm going to do it while I have phone. I remember I said, I'm going to send it to that guy, your song.
Oh yeah.
And I did. And he said, yeah, he likes it. And we talked like 2 or 3 times. And he never got back to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like I'm such a small artist that like, you
Nah,
know,
he-
you gotta
we got
really
this.
be in it to know the right people.
alternative motives.
But yeah, no, I think writing is just one of those things that I'm always doing. Whether I'm watching TV, I'm be driving in the car sometimes and have ideas for things, so I'll like voice memo it to myself. I don't know.
Yeah, man, she's extremely constant. It's really cool to see because I'm an artist myself and I know a lot of other artists and stuff, and it's nice to see the difference between all these other people. I've always kept my eye open for all the local artists here just to see like what the competition is like. Like that's what it was always kind of like for me, kind of like a competition. And
I'm glad that you see it that way.
well, I mean, you know,
I mean, if you're going to do things,
I'm a competitive person,
There
you
you
know,
go.
like I grew up playing sports and I wanted to be the best at everything. I wanted to be the best person in the room. At
oh, you're a
what-
baseball dude, huh?
I played baseball, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He played like professional, like semi-pro.
I didn't
baseball.
play professional, but I
was very good.
went up a little bit, and they told me, they said, all right, here's the deal. If you don't gain 40 pounds of muscle, you're never going to see playing time. And I pretty much just told them, later, I'm fucking out of here. Like I'm gonna go start living my life. I'm gonna go get a
How
fucking
hard would that have been for you? 40 pounds of muscle as an athlete.
Realistically, anybody could get a personal trainer and they could do whatever it is that they want.
For you.
Drop or put on. It probably would have been challenging for me because I've always been a skinny guy. But what they wanted, it wasn't about the weight. It was the way that they said it. And pretty much they told me what it was without them telling me was, if you don't look the part, you're not going to be a part of it. They were only signing people that straight up looked the fucking part. I was pitching faster than some of these people that ended up getting taken. I was laying out for the ball, and I played outfield and I pitched. Most of these cats only did one position. That's the only reason why they were there, because they specialized in one thing.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Channel Islands.
Okay, see,
And but once they told me that, I was just like, man, this is a bunch of fucking bullshit. This is all political bullshit here. Like, because I know I was out there all day, I was sweating my fucking balls off, and I knew that I was killing it. And for you guys to tell me that, nah, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. So I stopped playing ball. But I've always carried that competitive mentality everywhere that I went.
Do you notice? So, my daughter, she loves baseball dudes. She brings them home, to meet. She's not dating no one right now. There's only a couple guys. She's a good girl. She's a real good girl. It's almost as if I'm not trying to talk shit. These dudes are like out of high school, trying to be baseball players, but not sacrificing every moment that they have. Trying to do. It's not. You're not gonna just get. For me, I was like, well, so what do you do? I just wait till like 3:30 and I go to practice and I go home at 6. Like, so you're trying to be a perfect. Let me get this straight. You go to school during the day, yeah. Then you go to practice from 3 to 6, 3:36. Okay, 3:36. Sweet. And then you go home, yeah, and eat. Your goal is to be the best. Yeah, I want to be pro. I mean, just that scenario, is that wrong? That's wrong. To me, I look at that and go, there's something wrong here.
That's I don't want to blame it on the generation or anything, but I think that's just young person's mentality, where they really want something, and they want to say that they want it
without working for it,
and they kind of want things to be given to them without having to work hard at it. I hate to keep on doing this, but look at the president of the United fucking States, bro. Who the fuck is this guy? And he's sitting in the fucking chair. Anybody could literally go out into the world and do anything it is that they fucking want. And that man is a horrible example of a human being. But that's kind of what I'm saying. That's like these younger generations. They're very like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, like this is who I am, kind of deal. But it's like you haven't gone through the fucking alphabet from A to Z yet. You're just saying that you're Z, but you haven't even hit B and C and like all of them. You know what I mean? They want quick results. Like their fucking cell phones. They just want it to be like that.
Did we have Kobe? Are we in the same generation?
Of Kobe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I know. That's the blueprint. If I want to do anything in the world, what did he do? You do what Kobe did, and you'll guess what? You shoot for the moon, you'll be amongst the stars.
People like Kobe, it's not a choice. It's a straight up lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's straight up what it is. And that's something that I've always loved and appreciated about her and the way that she does her music. She's not trying to do it. She's not sitting at the table really trying to crack down and like, I gotta get this song going. And it is so fucking natural for her that it just happens. And to see how natural it is, and to hear it on my end, and to see and hear and make the product, it is fucking amazing, man. It's like to hear the beginning stages of what she does and the ending product.
Do you have like a
0 rewrites? It's fucking crazy.
Do you have like a template that you go by?
No, not really. But
Or
like,
do you have like 5 different templates and you're like, oh, this will fit that one?
no, I just think that when you're writing a song, you know what you want it to sound like. And like, I think I'm writing a lot of times. I'm not sitting down to write a song. I'm making notes on something. But then when I have an idea for a song, like a melody in my head, I'll go to my notes. And then I have like something. I have a prompt. It might be 2 lines. It might be 1 line. It might be a whole verse. And then I just start building from there. And I think in my like I can always hear what the end product is, so it's just then piecing it together.
So you're just like chipping away to
Yeah. Like even when we're recording, I listen to stuff enough to know like, oh, we need to do vocals there, or because I can hear what it should sound like at the end. Like what's the full, composition going to look like? I'm always thinking about the end product, even though we're in the very early stages of a lot of things.
I see it as a living creature itself. Each one of those songs, it is alive.
Spiritually, at least.
And as we move through the songs and we add the instruments or we progress in the song, I swear, man, it's visually for me, like when I close my eyes, it can start to like sway like a snake, and it just starts to like dance to itself, and it has its own path that it wants to go down, and we'll listen to it, and I'll listen to it by myself, and I'll visualize it going down a different path, and then I'll text her like, "Hear me out," kind of deal. That's like that's like our thing. That's our thing.
I love that.
We're gonna do an album
because
sometime called.
You know how important it is to her. So you start with a soft opening, like "Hear me out."
I know how important my work is
Yeah.
to me, and I know how important it is for somebody to trust somebody else with like what it is that I'm doing with her work, and it is straight up. It's a straight up collaboration. It's a blend. It's a shuffle. I don't really know what to call it. It's like a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I think we've worked together enough now too to know like what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. And like there'll be times where we'll mute something and be like, oh,
and we'll be like, what?
that sounds freaking cool. Should we mute that? And then it just becomes its own other thing. But no, it's been very rare that Joe sends me something that I don't like. But you're cool enough for me to be like, meh.
If I usually question like, I don't know if she's gonna like this, I'll just mute it. I'll keep it in there. I'll mute it, and then that's when she'll come, and I'll either unmute it on the spot or at the end of the project. And I think one time I can't stop thinking about the end of like the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
I made a breakdown for one of her songs at the very end, and I took a bunch of her vocals and I like sampled them, and I threw them on the back end of the song, and it sounded fucking wicked cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like it sounded
really cool.
so cool.
It's like a secret track or something.
It didn't make the final cut, but like I don't know. I just love to experiment, and I love to just fucking blow somebody's mind. Just like having something in the chamber and just being like, hey, listen to this real quick kind of deal.
How do you view the scene right now? Our scene.
Like the music scene?
Yeah.
I think it's still a lot of cover bands, and I mean, I think it's changing. Ventura, I think, is growing to enjoy more live music. Ojai is down with the live music. And then LA is just super saturated with every genre you can imagine.
And everyone's moving in a different direction. And
yeah.
We're trying to get into LA right now. I have this spot on the 18th of April. We're gonna have a show on top of a roof
cool.
In Los Angeles.
That's right.
In the Santee Alleys. So I want to start bringing people together like that.
Yeah.
And we're trying to combine scenes. So
yeah.
But like as you were saying with you guys and how you guys are, I have this new girl, her name's Lulu. She started working with us, and this is the first project we're working on, like big project. She was talking shit about my bitch. Do you not know who I am? She's she's talking shit inside of a text message in a group chat, right? And she's like, I don't like this. I don't like that. Like just so like aggressive with it, and I'm not used to that. So it brings out my competitive side.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bitch, you want to play? Don't make me be the best ever, because I'll do it. I have no problem trying to be the best ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty competitive by nature too, because I grew up playing competitive sports. even into college. So I think, like when we go into a room, it is nice to know like we're better than everyone here, you know. But not in but not in a way that's like you guys suck, like you're not worth it. But it's that we've cut our teeth and like we're at the top of like what we're doing.
At
you know?
any moment, for whatever reason, we can get up and we can play, and we can play well.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to be embarrassed. No butterflies. Butterflies are gone. Well, I don't know. The bigger the stage.
I mean, even then though, I just get
Yeah.
like I get just this pump of like adrenaline. It's not even that I'm nervous. It's just that I'm excited to like,
It's just because it's just
you
the
know,
love
like
of your
I
life.
go to shows all the time, and I'm like I see these people that I love, I listen to all the time, and all these people standing around singing along, and I'm like, this is the dream, you know, like just to reach that many people with the music, you know.
Do you have a lot of people that use you, or have you experienced that?
Me?
Yeah, because you said something earlier that sort of rang in my head. I'm like, yeah, people do that. They just come around and see what they can fucking pick like a vulture.
I'd have to say my whole fucking life, bro. There's a reason why people want things.
Yeah.
You know, but it all, I guess for me, it just gets to the point where it's like I don't know. I guess I just figure everybody has something that they want, so it's kind of just give and pull. It all depends on how people ask.
Yeah.
If the energy
Yeah.
is there, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Like
for
I'm
sure.
I'm always down to throw down for whatever reason. If you're an asshole and you're asking me for something, no, fuck you.
All right, so here's this thing, right? There's probably 2 or 3 people, you know, I've been doing this for a while, that I just don't like working with. And like you're saying, like it's just I continue to work with some of them
Mm-hmm.
just because it's like it just hasn't went over that level of
it hasn't crossed that line.
it hasn't
yet.
crossed
Yeah.
the line.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's the shit that I'm talking about, though. It's like that's the wasted energy. It's
Yes.
it's sucking that
Mhm.
shit out of you, and you're constantly thinking about it, and there's like a veil around you. You know what I mean? You can't truly be yourself, and other people can't truly be themselves, and it's a nasty thing, man. Shit. I don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's
Well,
good.
I think in the music world there are a lot of people that use people to get stuff
Most definitely, that's kind of
in
it's
certain
unfortunate
capacities.
in any kind of entertainment, I guess.
It's also just the like the nauseousness that it makes me of like just seeing people over the top trying to buddy with people that they know have clout or that they can, you know, some producer or some blah blah blah, you know. It just grosses me out, you know. It just, if you're not going to be authentic, then, you know, I'm not interested.
I've gotten to the point where if I see somebody that's doing something that they want to do and they enjoy doing, fucking get it, man. Like
Yeah.
I fully support that shit. Like I don't like people that are playing games. Like, you know, when you're young, you know, you do things. But eventually you get to a point where, you know, you start to see people do things for certain reasons, and it's like it really does it for you, man. Like I see you doing your show. Yeah, man, that's fucking cool. Like that's
Or
like
Jaden.
I want to do
Yeah.
anything I can to support, and if it's like we need to lift each other up, man, like for
Yeah.
real. And it's just been
Is it weird?
it's been so competitive with everybody.
Is it weird in our community right now because our community has changed so much in the past 4 or 5 years?
Me?
Or anyone? Like, have you witnessed it? Have you felt it?
I think there has been a major shift in the community here as far as music goes.
Yeah.
That's like I said, I like to keep my eyes peeled. I used to go on Spotify before they started doing some fucking crazy shit with ICE promos and shit, and I pulled all my music from Spotify. I used to go on there every other day to see who had the most listeners in Ventura County, and I would pretty much make my own ranking.
Oh, no shit.
I would make my own ranking in my head pretty much,
I wanna do
and
that.
and
That's cool.
but it was when you start to see the numbers like that, you could see not real numbers. Me personally, I think that the music here in Ventura County, it has taken a really big shift. I feel like everybody was really in it together. There was a lot of open mics. There was a lot of live performances. Businesses were paying, and all of a sudden, I have to say, maybe like ever since COVID hit, after COVID,
You know what happened?
everybody just went fucking silent and solo. The creativity just like fucking dwindled down, and the competition, I think, got even hotter because everybody started doing things individually for themselves, selfishly.
Well, and the social media piece.
And
Everything's on Instagram and TikTok.
yeah, and, you know, it's
What you saw
technology has
during
a grip,
COVID
for sure.
is you saw these. Ventura was a town that was for each other. As much as like hippie bullshit you wanna, I don't care what you wanna say it is.
yeah,
That's exactly what it was.
people
We
supported
we
each
were
other.
fucking hippies or whatever it is, but not like you're like 70s hippies. Like we loved each other in a real like.
Chilling on the beach with flip flops, baby.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
So we'll go to like, oh, let's go to Joe Henry's show. Oh, guess what? Tommy Marsh is down the road. Let's go see
Yeah.
Tommy. Oh shit, Bone Maggot's over there and then COVID came. We are a small town. A lot of those, they had to sell.
Yeah.
Big Jim died. Jim owns everything. Shannon passed away from the sewer, right?
I didn't know that.
I think she passed away a few months ago.
Mm.
You had just everybody sell their business,
Yeah.
and then you have people coming in, and so, and if you notice, he's followed that guy Spencer, Ventura Forward, and he every so often he'll put those people sending him a message, and the ridiculous shit like, yeah, there was a bar crawl, and it was 8 o'clock at night, and I couldn't sleep, and there's music. It's like, dude, it's not LA. Go back to LA if you want that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as artists go, I just feel like people aren't really writing as much and releasing. Me personally, being an artist myself and a listener, I feel like it's been extremely slow. And even when people are releasing songs, they're not releasing a lot of songs, and I feel like most of the time I'm just like, what the fuck are you writing about? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I know you as a person. Cool song, bro. But what are you writing about? But what is this? Like, what?
It's to like appeal to a certain
Who are you
genre.
trying to feed
Yeah.
this to? You know, because I know that it's not me, and I know that it's not. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. I mean, maybe that's what you're really going for. But if that is what you're really going for, then, you know, like, cool. I mean, but as far as, I don't know, I feel like I've been really disappointed with a lot of artists around here recently.
Me too.
I'm a really big Katie Lee fan. I'm not biased. It's not just because I work for her, but she genuinely is writing. Her lyrics are fucking great. They make me fucking cry.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I get hundreds of answers here. No one can touch you right now. On some real shit. Anybody who's come in here in the last 3 years can fuck off. Like, I'm not on some disrespectful shit. Like, yo, if you want to be that good, you gotta be Kobe. And if you're not willing to be Kobe, then you just get a high five, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, it's like a lifestyle. She's not even trying to do it. It just naturally happens, and that's the way I've always explained it about myself. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just existing. This is just what I do. Whatever it is that I like, that I'm doing and I'm touching, I like to be real passionate about it, and it becomes something. So you know, I'm just a creative, and some people have to really try hard to dial into that, to be that thing that they really want to try so hard to be, instead of just being it.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of crying, there's a song that we're working on right now that I wrote. I think I wrote it, I don't know, must have been like 4 or 5 years ago. But my friend, a mutual friend of me and my husband's, he posted something on Instagram about his wife almost dying after their baby was born, their fourth kid. And he posted something about it, and he made a comment on his Instagram that was like, she was twice mine, because they resuscitated her. Like an EMT showed up and basically like shot her with adrenaline to get her heart to start again, and then just kept her alive until the ambulance got there. So just this whole crazy story, and she like flatlined several times. And he had 3 kids and this new baby, and just the idea of that just was like really spurred something into me. And at the time I had this melody in my head like, darling, don't go, stay just a minute. That's all I had. And then
just that line right there,
just that,
it's emotional,
right? And he posted
1 minute is like every
first puzzle piece.
Dog,
yeah.
So
and he posted
my
that
grandfather
story.
passed away.
No,
just a side note real fast. He passed away. He said, if you can have any one wish, what would it be? He said, 1 more minute with all my kids at the age that they were when they loved me the most. And just that, I was like, fuck you, dude. Go. We're not talking. I don't have nothing for you, Gramps.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway, so I had that melody kind of rolling around in my head, and then that post came up, and I texted him, and I said, I saw your post, and I have this idea for a song in my head, and I think I'm going to write it about this situation. So then a couple minutes later, I was dropping my kids off at school. A couple minutes later, I got a voice memo from him, and it was like the whole story of what happened. I'm like getting goosebumps right now. But he laid it out like exactly what happened. She woke up in the middle of the night. She was bleeding everywhere, the whole thing. And I sat there in my car just sobbing. Like, I can't even imagine like what you would feel as a parent, like, especially as a man who has no control over any of the pregnancy other than the beginning. They don't have any control over anything. So to like now lose this woman who's given birth to your kids, like, what would you do? What would you be thinking? So anyway, so I wrote this song. He nicknamed her Chief. So the name of the song is Chief. I don't know if that will stick, but it's one of the first times though that I have recorded a song where I have listened to on my own, and every time I cry. Like, I don't ever get that emotional about my music typically. It's just like words on a page after a while because you sing it over and over again. Yeah, it still means something to me, but this song especially was just so like.
Have you put it out?
Not yet. But we'll see. We can send you a track.
When are we doing? When are we putting some music out?
Huh?
When's the music coming out?
Don't fucking tempt me, Tim.
We can play that song.
I would love to.
And cry.
Oh, I gotta.
I think I might have
I do have it in my phone.
Well, that's totally up to you. You're the artist. I can't.
I have a question for you. I remember late last year, you're going through some shit.
I'm always going through some shit, man.
And
Yeah.
I figured it was political.
Why would you say that? I love asking that question nowadays. I get people saying so many things to me nowadays, and I'm just like, instead of me responding, I love to ask, what makes you say that?
I believe it's something I either read or a conversation we had that led me to believe that. And so I'm just curious, like, was it just a disappointment on other people's beliefs? Or is it more you're really an empath for what's happening?
It's a mixture.
Probably both.
I feel like I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
My empathy levels are off the fucking charts. I have a hard time controlling my emotions because when I was young, nobody ever taught me how to control my emotions.
Me too. I feel that.
So now that I'm older and I'm seeing all the things that I'm fucking seeing, every day is fucking heartbreak for me. And what's even more heartbreaking is seeing everybody else go on with their lives as if it's not even fucking happening. That to me is it's absolutely, it's devastating. It's devastating. And there's a connection with everything that's happening politically, but with also things that are happening in my personal life, only because I grew up in a home with a man that wanted to run it like he was the head honcho. That's what's happening in our country right now. So there's a lot of there's a lot of different shit that's happening with me emotionally, watching all this shit happening, and also there's a lot of things that are happening with like me and my family right now as well. So it's a big combination, and it's a lot for me to be able to have to process in real time, react, give myself time to do all of the above.
How do you digest what's happening? Because there's a let me ask you, this is a better question because I don't want to lead you on anything. What are the top 3 things that hurt you the most that's happening?
The top 3 things that are hurting the most.
You personally, and then and then the world. Because it can be different things. Right? You can have a different passion for something else. And
I'll start inward and work my way outward. One of the things that hurts me the most right now is the way that my family, what used to be my immediate family as a youngster, the way that they treat me personally, and the way that my family gets treated because of that.
Because of your beliefs?
Not only because of my beliefs, but because I like to let my kids fucking live. I like to let them do what they want, wear what they want, eat what they want. Say what they want.
Would you see how I raise my children, correct?
Yeah.
Would that same problem exist if they were here with me? Would they be as judgmental with my kids? Because I feel like I do that with my kids.
I am not too sure. My son likes to wear dresses.
My son too.
I love it when my son wears dresses. It's totally cool.
You don't see that?
But
he's 3. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, they're kids. Let them fucking do it. Like, they don't need to be corralled into a certain way of thinking.
Well, a lot of cultures, men wear dresses all the time.
Because of the way that you were raised or your beliefs or whatever. That's shit for adults. Kids should be allowed to be kids.
Yeah.
Don't even put the idea in their head. What the fuck's wrong with people?
But there's certain people in my family that have wanted to like write me and my family off because I don't follow certain religious patterns that they do.
Are you religious at all?
I'm not religious, but I do believe in a higher power. I believe that there is something bigger out there, bigger than us. I don't think that there's a God. I don't think that the Bible should be used as a fucking playbook for life. Like,
I'm an atheist, to be honest.
I don't think that somebody died and came back to life 3 days later. I don't believe that Palestine was promised to the chosen people fucking 3,000 years ago by fucking whoever the fuck. Nobody fucking cares. The only thing that matters is what's happening right now. And if my family doesn't want to love me for loving my kids, then they could fucking get to stepping. I don't need them in my fucking life.
That right there, to me, that's like not a.
And that's.
I'm protecting my kids no matter what.
And exactly. It for this particular situation, my kids didn't even need to be brought in to whatever was happening, and it just kind of happened, and then a line got crossed.
Yeah.
And
goddamn right.
But again, that's not the only thing that's happened as well, because that's just like one certain somebody in the family. But I also have this anger deep down inside of me that I've been dealing with my whole fucking life for my parents, because like I said earlier, because of things that they did or didn't do. I'm not going to get into specifics, but you know what? I'm a grown man now, and I'm watching my kids grow, and I'm watching I'm watching myself make mistakes, and I'm watching what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And to understand that and to look back on my past, there needs to be some accountability. There needs to be some, not even a fucking I'm sorry. Not even an I love you. That is not fucking right.
Yeah.
And for people to demand that I need to live my life a certain way and to come around the family so that way people could get what they want from my family for their own personal gain, knowing that it fucking hurts me, they don't fucking care.
Yeah.
It's people like that we need to shed ourselves from these people, even if they are family. And we need to move on together. Good people together with that good energy, because the more that we keep on enabling, it's just going to keep on fucking happening. I don't owe my parents a fucking thing just because they fucking birthed me. No. That is something that is earned. Thank you for putting a roof over my head. Thank you for feeding me.
I'm with you, dog.
But you know,
no, because
but everything else,
my family.
everything else, it didn't fucking balance out. It really didn't. And to the point where, again, I didn't understand, and like, as a musician, even how detailed it was to what I am doing now. I can say that you know, like there's always going to be a voice inside of my head that's telling me all the reasons why I didn't succeed for whatever reason. One of those voices has always been, you know, I've always been here. Oxnard, Ventura, Camarillo, and whoever has known me, they know me. They know where I've been. They know what I've done. They know what I used to be, who I used to be. They know what I want to do. They know who I am right now. But because other people, my peers, witnessed my trauma firsthand, I was never able to get away from that boy to become the man that I really wanted to be, because everybody saw me as that boy. I don't want to say it fucking ruined my career or it ruined my adulthood, but these are things that, like, you can't get away from it as much as you want to.
Yeah.
And it was never in my control. My parents weren't there to protect me from themselves.
Yeah.
And I had to constantly live with that and constantly bury self-shame, blame myself for everything. And now that I'm an adult and I'm watching my beautiful children grow, it's fucking heartbreaking every day. I have to open up my phone. I have to watch everybody go through their fucking lives, and I had to unfollow everybody on social media because everything was so fucking fake. The only things I wanted to see were the things that are real. Palestine, that shit's fucking happening, man. Babies are dying every fucking day. Every day, and we're watching it.
Yeah.
We're watching it. What more evidence do we need? We don't need anybody to tell us it's not a fucking genocide. They're fucking erasing. It's beyond a genocide. And that's the furthest of the ripple. So for me, it starts real hard within. Really hard. I will fight to the death for the underdog. I really will. And everybody else that's willing to give it all to their passions, fuck yeah. I will give it all. I will give it all for that. So I use my traumas to stay organized, to stay vigilant, and to get shit done under pressure.
Everything you said, dog, it rings with me. Every word you used, every description. Because, like, yeah, I can see that in me. I can see that. Like, and it makes me understand me better.
And that's also why I don't release music like the way that she does. She's an actual songwriter. What I do is I experience, and then I just relay that experience. That's why, like, my songs don't even really have like hooks or pre-hooks or anything. It's just a straight shot all the way through because it's like I'm just documenting the moment, the feeling that I'm feeling. I'm just documenting it. The last song that I made called "Wake Me," I added the screams of people in the United States getting pulled out of crowds by officers. They were screaming, getting pepper sprayed. People in Palestine that were fucking shouting for food. People in France yelling to break the siege. Like, I wanted to add all that shit in there. So I fucking did it. I wanted to document the moment. And I did it. And I just threw it there and left it there. And nobody fucking listens to it.
That's not true.
Well, I fucking listen to it. That shit's a banger.
It is a banger.
Shit goes
I
off.
fucking love it, dude. I love your rawness and just hear. And all right, I'm gonna be 100% candid with you because I love you. Okay.
I wouldn't expect any less.
Me and you see politically very similar some things, and other things we see opposite.
We're human.
And everything you said is still true. No matter what, if I believe it or not.
This takes me back to a conversation I was just having with my daughter a few hours ago. We all know wrong from right. If you even have to think a little bit like, this kind of seems a little wrong, stay the fuck away from it. We all know wrong from right. So, like,
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
So with that being said, now I'm going to tell you my 3 things that I have a problem with. And I'm going to just go outward, inward, right, for this one. I believe that there are people here that are anti-us. I think they are, I don't think they're a presidential level. I don't think they're a Congress level. But I think there's there's a dark cloud, a dark force outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know who it is, and I don't want to be slanging things. And I think that right there is something very bad. And I think our government is getting blackmailed. Every single one of those guys. Maybe not Thomas Massey, but every single buddy in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that there's some sort of black hand on their actions.
I was thinking about that this morning. Go on.
So, with that, I'm gonna put that there. I also believe, and you can I don't mind if you call me conspiracy theorist or not. I believe what we have seen in WikiLeaks and what we have seen in the Epstein files is real, and I think that's just a tip of the iceberg, and that's all that matters to me is those 2 things, because guess what? You know what that means? If that is to be true, it means that and this all has to do with kids. I wouldn't even give a shit if I didn't have no kids. So I'm working 40% more because 40% of my money is going to taxes. Do you know what that means? They're taking that time away from my son. My son's only 3 for 365 days, and they're taking 40% of that off the gate.
That's all part of it, though. That's all part of the plan. You want to know why? Because that 40% that you're gone allows them that 40% to influence him the way that they want to fucking influence him, to pull him away from you for potential of whatever. But I love conspiracy theories. My wife would call me a conspiracy theorist. Probably my daughter probably would now too, because we actually had that talk a few hours ago. I was like, oh man, look at these airplanes are really going for it the past couple days, like, because they fucking have. They have the past week or two, ever since the news has been hitting really hard on the Epstein files. I started noticing. I swear, because I like to wake up with the sun every morning. I love taking.
Like this.
5
seconds, 10 seconds.
I love taking time lapses of the sunrises because I have an epic little view of like when the sun comes up. So I like to take the time lapses, and I noticed that in the mornings the jets have been going fucking crazy, man. Like, and so when I started to notice it, I would just keep an eye on it through the day, and I'll just kind of watch. I love looking at the sky. I'm always looking at the sky, and every day and even at night, dude. Like I've been staying up late and going outside real late. Man, they have been going at it 24 hours, dude. And
today was like the least one out of the whole week.
call me a conspiracy theorist or, you know, but we're fucking breathing that shit in, bro. Like,
and then right on the heels of like, oh, we're about to go and murders 200,000 to more people, right, in Iran.
yeah.
Like, they don't want us to get pissed off.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it was like, all right, yeah. And so, anyways, going backwards, and it goes to, it's undoubtedly there is sex trafficking happening.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly. In
We don't need the files. We have the testimonies from the people that it fucking happened to.
but nothing's being.
We need to believe the fucking survivors. Yeah,
Nothing's happening.
I know
Why?
that. Nothing's happening here in the United States.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere else. It's just a matter of time before it happens here. But you know what's actually going to end up happening? You seen that movie Civil War?
Mm-mm.
You ever seen the movie Civil War?
No, what happens?
Oh, dude. Like pretty much everything that's fucking happening right now happens in that movie. It's pretty much like, what kind of American are you kind of deal. And the president, I feel like the president in the movie, I feel like they used Ron Swanson from fucking Parks and Rec. And he did a really good job because I feel like they were kind of trying to like make him seem like Trump-esque, yeah. And so a bunch of shit ends up happening. There's a civil war in the United States.
Is it stereotypical though? Like, oh, I'm a liberal. Oh, I'm a America. Is it like that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is like that, and it's also
They're putting that idea in our heads.
it's
I don't
also
think that's
there's
real.
also the people that are like in the middle where they're just like,
That's
oh, well, they tell us to stay out of it in the news, so we just like stay out of it kind of deal, and they just go on about their business and shit, you know, and just like, don't you know that there's a fucking war going on? Like, and people are just like, kind of deal. Out of sight, out of
so
mind.
There's people fighting. There's people just living life.
Oh yeah, dude. There's like
this movie?
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
It's like civilians against civilians. It's like I don't know if it's civilians against civilians or if it's like no. It's like the government trying to take over, like what they're fucking doing right now, and then they start like their own like private militia, like the people and everybody else that doesn't want the fucking fascists.
That
and
Peter Thiel. That's going to be the death of us.
it's a really good movie, man.
Is that? Do they do surveillance state in there?
I believe.
Because that whole Palantir with Peter Thiel.
I'm not sure
that's
if they
real,
do or
dude.
not.
That is real, and that's going to be the death of America. It's going to be the death of humanity.
Oh yeah.
If you're surveillance state, you have to get, and that's what they're pushing. Like back in 2021, there was a lady, Katie something. She went on Sam Tripoli's podcast, and she said, "Listen, they're preparing to do this immigration protests next, the next big thing, and the reason why they're doing that is so they can get everybody to have a digital ID, so that when you walk by any camera,
Yeah.
beep, you're there."
Yeah, they did that shit in China,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and people started ripping the fucking machines down. That's what's gonna end up happening here in the States. If actually, I heard that like a day or two ago, they tried to pass some kind of law that allowed something like that, like some kind of surveillance, mass AI surveillance on civilian people. And also they were trying to legalize them being able to straight up fucking kill people without any kind of oversight. Pete Keg's breath, he tried to pass some fucking law and it got shot down. But
what specific? I want to know that specifically.
I can't give you specifics because it was just like it was something that I was super tired. It was like the middle of the night and I stumbled onto this video, but they tried to pass something where like there was going to be some kind of like mass surveillance on American citizens, and they were also trying to pass something that was pretty much like if anything happened kind of deal, and one of our officers ended up like fucking shooting somebody, like then it doesn't really matter. Like there would be no oversight whatsoever, no consequences. They would just do exactly what they're doing with the fucking ICE agents now. They would just be like, oh well, it was self-defense kind of deal, you know. No investigations,
The
nothing.
kill switch too in the vehicles. That's another thing that's going down the same by 2035 they just voted on it. You see that?
Have you seen that movie?
The fuck?
What was the name of this movie? You said Kill Switch, and
Did you
don't
hear
leave
that?
don't leave the world behind. I think it was called, where like
Uh-huh.
this family goes on vacation,
Yep,
and
I've
then
seen
like the
that one.
fucking world starts like going to shit.
Produced by the Obamas, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then that's when like all the Teslas were driving down the road, and they were just all just fucking
Bam,
boom
bam,
slamming
bam.
into each other. Man, I don't want to get too deep into like fucking conspiracy videos and shit. I don't want to talk about things that like might not be true, but
No, go.
I-
You just prefaced yourself.
I seen a video one time that somebody was saying that Teslas are pretty much their meat boxes. So because they're like all computerized and shit, and like you can't get out of those
Yeah, you
things. Like
can't.
if something like happens, and
They just had problems with that in LA.
and
The thing on top, what is that shit called? The there's no one driving.
Oh, the Waymos.
Waymos, yeah.
Oh,
They
really?
couldn't get out because there was like someone put something in front of one of the sensors and it wouldn't open the doors.
huh.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a little conspiracy of my own. I know this Elon guy. He's fucked up in the head, bro. He really
You think
is.
so?
He's pretty fucked up. That's what money does to you. And plus, this dude's like begging to go on Epstein's island. You know what I mean? He's begging these dudes because, like, the loser that he is.
That's what it looked like in the
And-
email to me.
And
Oh, you can't. I can't go, bro.
You can't tell me that this guy doesn't have some kind of fucked up contract with somebody, like with automatic driving cars. Oh, they drive themselves. People go missing all the fucking time, yo. Like I said, a meat box. You have that thing drive somewhere to deliver a fresh pizza.
Yeah. That's
That dude's fucking sick. Look at him.
just go. It'll
Look
deliver
into his
pizza
eyes.
yourself.
The eyes say it all.
But do you think it's possible that? And here's another thing. Do you think some of us aren't human here? I know that we were going down a rabbit hole, but because there's like people like, I'm not saying that we're like, but I feel very similar to you. I feel I want to fuck everything for the underdog. I'm an 80s kid that loves, like, I have this stupid idea where the hero comes and saves the day every single time. And in my head, I think I'm this guy, the hero, that comes and saves the day every time.
Well,
Thundercats, He-Man, Silver Fox. I Power Rangers. I'm the Red Ranger. I always Ninja Turtles. I'm Leonardo. Like, that is my thing, right? So but then you have people like Elon who keeps on saying he's not from Earth. He has never said that he is from Earth. And like, whatever, he could just be, that can be a joke. But the way he talks is almost like, I've never seen the guy have empathy.
he's on the spectrum.
Pretty
bro.
sure it's just the pills.
You know, he's on.
He's on a bunch of shit. too.
He is on the spectrum, and he is doing all kinds of fucking drugs. He's a drug addict, is what he
Well,
is.
I mean, then let's go down Congress. You got fucking Dan Crenshaw. You have
all those guys are fucking drug addicts, man. They're all drug addicts, and their pill of choice are fucking little kids.
Yeah.
They're all in the same fucking boat, and they all need to go.
We need one person. This is my only wish. I need one person to crack, because we're not gonna listen.
People have crack though. The
no,
people
we
that
need
are
someone big
the-
to crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like, not even A-list.
you know what I was telling my wife. You know what we need? We need a private militia, a private civilian militia to work undercover, to work in the dark. I'm fucking serious. I'm fucking dead on serious.
I mean,
Maybe you could,
I think that's a better idea than mine.
Maybe you could edit this shit out so it doesn't like hit the internet. But straight up, dude, like, I think that we need people, good people, that are willing to do whatever it takes to work in the dark, just like all these other fucking nasty ass people that are working in the dark, but they're not working in the dark anymore. They're just doing it out in broad daylight, and something needs to be done. We need to fucking cut it off. We need to cut it off.
before it's too late.
It's fucking it's spreading.
It's too late,
It's
but-
spreading.
So, yeah,
And
it's already
even
too late.
even if it, I don't know, if it is too late, nature.
I mean, one person died. One kid got, like, you saw the picture of the little girl with that old dude, right? Like, sucking his dick.
Nah.
No, I didn't.
Dude, that right there, people gotta die.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I'm saying, though.
I'm not trying to like go out. Like my idea was like, oh, if I ever get terminal cancer, I'm gonna take politicians out.
Well, people are
going.
people are doing that in prisons and stuff right now. I know they have been doing it like since fucking forever. You know, they go after like the child predators and stuff. But I seen a post the other day where some dude, he fuck dude, he killed like a few people with his fucking hands in prison just because.
Oh, the white guy. I saw that.
Yeah.
And he was up at the court.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm already in here for life.
yeah.
I'm just doing.
I was
And everyone was
like,
like literally people were like clapping in the background.
He's doing the work.
And then the guy was like, well, you just can't kill people because of that. But I understand. And then he just gave him another life sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
Seriously.
unfortunately, I'm in a place where
I have a little bit to lose.
we have a lot to lose,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
and that's kind of why nobody's doing anything, because everybody feels like they have a lot to lose. But if we collectively all said, "Hey, we all have everything to lose here. Let's move together." There's
Yeah.
power in numbers.
I think that if you stop paying taxes, if we all stop paying taxes,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
things will. I guarantee you, if 50% of America doesn't file on the 15th, or if everyone just does if they just push their taxes off to October, everybody does that. So that money is going to be the what do you call that?
The flow.
The cash flow goes down.
Federal Reserve.
It fucks with the cash flow because they're expecting it in the first quarter. But if you make them wait till the fourth quarter,
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, it still won't stop them from doing what they're doing, bro. They're still gonna find.
well,
a
I
way.
mean, I guarantee you
I-
by noon
I-
on the 17th,
They'd be like,
I'm a
we gotta
bel-
give one person up. Who's going?
I'm a
Chuck
bel-
Schumer, go.
I'm a believer that they have protocols for all of this shit, and they have
I think
they
so.
have back doors. They got
Escape hatches.
yep. They have all the things that, like, my opinion about like the Epstein files is they knew that the files were going to get released. That's why they're releasing them the way that they're releasing them, is because what they're doing is they're buying themselves time to constantly burn and throw out the back fucking door. So like I said, they already have their protocols all set in place. By the time they get to the 3 millionth file, we'll already have deleted all of this stuff over here. And then we'll continue to distract them with all these distractions that they've been doing. I guarantee you that these are all fucking planned out. They probably have some kind of machine in the back that's AI generated that they ask, all right, how could we fuck them up today? Give me a drop list of some ideas. Okay, cool. We're gonna do this one, this one, this one tomorrow. Boom. Load those onto the schedule. All right, what AI? What do you think the people would be outraged about me saying the most? You know, blah 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 blah. Because we're gonna add that to the fucking distraction, because all of this is gonna be time for us. Time. That's what we
And
need.
this is
right
why
now.
I get so irritated with like the subplots, right? Nicki Minaj this. I don't give a fuck, okay? What are some other subplots that they do that they try on us?
But you know what? The
like,
fucking,
I don't give a fuck.
But
I
the-
don't care about getting.
But the people,
child
the
predators.
people are guilty though, because the people are still fucking consuming that shit. Instead of just being like, you know what, that's fucking bullshit. We're not gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Like his fucking the speech that he did the other night. I could only watch it for a few fucking minutes because I was like, this is absolute fucking
No one should
horseshit.
have watched it
This is
It-
absolute horseshit.
because listen, we're feeding into the game.
Yeah.
So we go ahead and watch it. You're feeding into the game. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I do care. I care about the good thing that certain things are happening. I care, but I really don't. If I can't have if the United States has to protect pedophiles, and I've sat here and I fought for our country, and I've sat next to people dying, it's not fair.
yeah.
They don't die for that.
Those
It's
people.
not fair.
Those people don't give a fuck though, bro. Like,
obviously,
especially the
apparently.
president. He's a fucking draft dodger, bro. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He disrespects veterans every fucking day. Anybody that's not white or rich.
I don't like that.
I
Term
don't like
white.
that either.
No,
And
I don't. No, I don't like the term white because I think that was put into our heads, and
well,
that white people are bad.
It's an unfortunate thing, but you know what? The track record speaks for itself, brother.
Right, well,
And
let's look at that. Let's look at the Epstein list.
I too am white, but you know what? Most of the people on the Epstein list, I guarantee you, they probably are white.
Nope.
No,
Wrong.
show me the chart, bro. 'Cause all
Most
all
of
these
them-
people have fucking pink, white pigmented skin.
Yep.
They are white fucking people.
So
White men have been coming
these are
to every country,
Zionists
every
who
country.
are supposed to be representing Israel. That's who they are. And if you read, when you're reading inside of them, everything's for the greater good of Israel.
I understand that, but we still can't discredit all the other fucking white racist people that there are in this country.
Right. And I'm not saying that.
Because it has been a problem.
What's a bigger problem, though?
What do you mean bigger problem than what? Than racism?
No. You got backwoods fucks that are racist in America.
Mhm.
And then you got people who are literally they're talking about eugenics and how to get rid of black people and how to get rid of the poor white people. They're actually doing this.
Yeah.
And they're coming up with ways they set up the pandemic. I mean, if we're gonna believe what we read in the Epstein files,
I believe that yes, these people are of a higher caliber of thinking, which does make that an even bigger problem that needs to be dealt with. Like I said, cut it off. It needs to be fucking cut off.
but when you have the hillbillies in Alabama, what are they gonna?
We'll deal with the hillbillies.
Yeah,
We
later.
already dealt with them in the other fucking war that we
it's
had.
not even
okay?
a thing.
This one's different because this is fucking World War III that's about to go down, and it is fucking global. And Israel has a fucking rap. It has its tentacles everywhere. Everywhere. And anyone that's in power. That's the whole reason why the fucking Epstein files are existing right now, is because that is the fucking black book. That's the black book. It has everybody's fucking name in it from that's been in power since,
Yeah.
you know, way back when. It's all been we're just watching the show.
We were talking about like a higher power and stuff. I'm sort of on this journey right now. I'm trying to figure. I'm midlife. Like, if I'm gonna believe that there's a God, you better figure it the fuck out. And I still don't think there is. But I'm not. I respect. I was gonna be a priest, so I respect it. I understand it. So, but there's two things that I can't get out of my head. That, let's just say these are the WikiLeaks and the Epstein. Let's say that's real. Is that the most disgusting thing in the world? If that's real, they're raping kids or eating kids.
So far,
Okay,
I guarantee you.
so that's evil.
I guarantee you that there's a lot. That, like you said, that's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Bro. That's
That's the only person who got
that's-
caught of the 13 families who are
and,
rich
and those are just the things
that run the world.
That's just the things that we heard about. Like, I don't know. There's a reason why all the movies that have been coming out the past 10 years have been fucking horror movies and nobody's making comedies and shit, is because people like shit like that. You know what I mean?
So my point is that is evil, and if there's evil, by default there would have to be something opposite, because that's a law of nature, right?
You know,
Yin and yang.
I'd have to say I do agree with you, but there is a lot more good people than there are bad people, and I think that might be where the balance is that they
I don't think I believe that.
they seriously outweigh each other.
You think that there's more good people than bad people?
I think that there's more good people than bad people, yeah.
I don't think so.
That's a surprise. Usually it's the opposite. Usually I would be saying the opposite.
And I'm not trying to be like,
But-
I know what I'm saying when
but-
I'm saying it to you. That's why I sort of like almost pause with it. And maybe that's just me being like, I don't trust people.
Maybe
I've seen so much bad.
Well,
in
I think people are inherently they're going to make bad choices. I think we're all human, so we're never going to be 100% perfect all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
But I would like to think that the majority of society, and I mean,
Are they
that
real,
depends
though?
on what you're, what you consider good. Like,
yeah,
what do
where's
you
the
mean by that?
like,
Like,
where's the silver
not
lining,
murdering
you know?
people
Yeah.
or like not paying their taxes, because those are like two different kinds of
Okay,
things.
so I think that
Like I said earlier,
there,
right
there,
from wrong.
there's people who are like, you know what, like, you're right or wrong, and like very empathetic, and they'll see somebody struggling, and they're gonna put their hand. I think
Yeah.
that's generally good. I think that the society we're living in now, my dad can be getting beat on the street, and
Yeah.
phones will come out,
Yeah.
not help, not a hand.
Yeah.
And I think it's because everyone's self-centered more
We've been conditioned.
because of the internet, because of the fucking social media.
I think we're numbed by all of
Yeah,
that.
numbed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word.
It's kind of the point.
And
I
we're
guess.
distracted. We're distracted by our phones. We've been sitting here for what, an hour and a half talking? None of us have looked at our phone. When have you been in a room ever in the last year where you've been sitting having a conversation where someone doesn't pick up their phone and start? They're not even doing it, like knowing that they're doing it. And we were talking about this the other day, going to a dinner party and having everybody put their phone in a bowl at the front of the house. You don't get it until dinner's over. And I think Chelsea Handler talks about, she used to host all these parties at her house when she lived in LA, and she'd invite all these fun people over and they'd have this amazing meal, but she would put a jar at the end of the table and everybody had to put their phone in it.
I think I'm affected by this too because, like, I'm so obsessed with what's happening. Like, I want to open my phone and like they
No.
got him
Mhm.
or whoever it is.
Yeah.
And then I know that's the first domino to fall. And because of that, because I consume myself with that so much, I embrace that energy. That's dark energy.
Well, and we feed the algorithm too,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like you're not having these conversations on the daily with your friends. You're looking at whatever it's on Instagram,
yeah.
and then you're looking at continual media like that because that's what you looked at 5 minutes ago. So that's what it's going to feed you. People don't know how to talk to each other anymore. No one sits in a waiting room and chats with their neighbor. Everyone's on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
And my kids were not getting phones. They're not going to have cell phones until they can fucking pay for it. Like, I'm not of the, like, I need to know where you are all the time. You're my kid. If you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be, I'll have a way to contact you. Just like we did in the 80s. Like, we didn't have cell phones. Your friends called you at the house and you had to like walk down the hallway and talk on the phone with the long cord and everybody heard your conversation. There was no privacy,
Me and you
It's
grew
just
up on
funny.
the same side of town. You know that, Joe?
Where'd you grow up?
Miami. Right down the road, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I hung out with all those people from CI too.
Mm-hmm.
Edson, you know Edson.
Mm-hmm.
Big fat Edson.
Wonder what that guy's up to.
He's good.
He used to message me every once in a while.
He's super into football right now. He's coaching.
He used to critique whatever I was doing musically, kind of the way that he would.
He's a dick, huh? He's a
Be-
dick.
be
I
like
love
a
it
dick
though.
sometimes.
I love it.
I just
love hanging out with him.
throw it right back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a walking mirror.
And sometimes, like, I don't know, like, because I work with him, and sometimes I don't know, like, what kind of energy he's gonna throw at me. So I'll just like preemptive be dick to him, and then he'll be nice to me. I'm like, fuck. I should just
Oh,
been
man.
nice. All right. Well, dude, this is an awesome conversation. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I wanted to read something to you.
Oh.
So I said I'm not religious, but I sort of remembered something at one point in time. So I'm going to read a piece of scripture, okay?
Okay.
I'm not preaching to you. There's no preaching to this at all. There's no, like, it's just, it's a marking history. This is predicting the future is what this is. Okay. The faithful church in Philadelphia will be vindicated against opponents termed the synagogue of Satan, whom Jesus declares are liars, claiming a status that they do not hold. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So what you have, and this is why we're the separation between the Zionists and the chosen people, I guess, according to them. But the people who are Zionists, they have no, and if you want, and I don't give a shit, but they have no ties to the 12 tribes in their blood. And that's why when you're in Israel, you cannot get a blood test or a DNA 23andMe. It's prohibited. Because if they find out that you're not a part, and then everyone starts showing each other,
Yeah.
the
whole
horse and cards
the
fall
whole
down.
thing is gonna go to shit. Yeah.
Right.
That's actually funny because right when you started reading that, I was gonna tell it. I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna say this right after. I'm gonna be like, if it's their promised land, I want to see a fucking blood test. I want to see a blood test, straight up.
And they're not. And supposedly what's weird is that there's another part in the Bible where it says these guys, their homeland, the synagogue of Satan's homeland, is in Poland. And listen, I know it sounds fucking crazy. Who's Polish and from Poland?
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a weirdo, dude. I'm just saying, I read this, I see what's happening, I see him, I know, I found out his ethnicity.
It doesn't take a smart person to see where the fucking the breadcrumbs or the trails are going, where they've been. Like, you can't hide from the internet. This is the age of the internet. Everything is forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can find everything. So, I don't know.
His whole family, they showed his mom, his dad, his brothers, like, they're all same lineage.
Ah, fuck that guy. You know what we need is we just need community, and we need togetherness.
Good people.
We need to buckle down with each other, and like I said earlier, grab onto that good energy, help each other up. It's at this point, it's just a waiting game till these people get what's coming to them, and if they don't, then we're all waiting around for fucking bombs to fall anyways. So let's make the most of our time. Let's be fucking creative. Let's love each other, and let's fucking give them hell. Give them hell, because they're gonna fucking go down.
I need to start making parody songs about these fuckers, huh?
We should.
I'm
not a
really
bad
good
idea.
at talking shit.
Like I told Katie,
That's like my only.
all you need is a 7-second reel, baby.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at talking shit to people. Oh, I got Isaac's girlfriend all mad at me. I made a song.
Oh,
They broke up, and then the week they broke up,
Is he a Trump guy?
Isaac.
Yeah.
He's a libertarian.
I'm not too sure, because I heard through the grapevine that he was a really big Trump supporter. Kind of made me feel a certain way, so I just thought I'd ask you. So I could just get it out of my mind.
He is very critical of the Israel situation.
Yeah, but is he a Trump supporter, though?
Does he support? He supports some policies of Trump. Yes, I will agree. I will say that's true.
Right on.
Nothing overseas, mostly domestic stuff.
Right on.
He doesn't feel the same way about the ICE. What Isaac thinks that should happen is they should give if you've been here over 5 years or over 3 years,
yeah.
you get citizenship, but if you're not, we're gonna give you everyone else 5 months to leave, and if you're not leaving, we're gonna go look for you. But everyone that's been here over 5 years, they stay, but they have to start the paperwork. So I agree. I like that. I think that's a good policy.
I think the immigration process is bullshit. So, like, I think that it's incredibly difficult for people to get into this country. So, yes, if there was a way for them to establish some kind of, like, this is what it is, but make it fucking available. It's expensive. Those families don't have any money to hire a lawyer to get all the paperwork. None of them speak English,
No,
which isn't necessarily the.
something like
I'm
this
not
happened
saying
in
it's
the
a.
80s,
I'm not
right?
saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying, like, if there was a way for us to figure this shit out and really, like, make it a good process and easy for people, not easy, but, like, more accessible.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. Like, I have several friends who've come from other countries and gotten their paperwork. It took them 10 years and thousands of dollars
And if you think about
just to file, and then they still don't even know if they're going to get in.
we have a decline in the birth rates right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's to a bad point. So I mean, like you're saying, everything in moderation and with a strategic plan. Because I think what the last administration did was very irresponsible, and what this administration is doing is pretty equally irresponsible.
Well,
So, I
the
mean, we gotta
immigration,
get it
it's
right.
been an
It's hot or
issue
cold.
since, so it's been an issue forever, and it will always be. I mean, Reagan tried to
That's the one. It's a
dominate
Reagan
the
one.
whole thing and just say, well, give everybody amnesty. But that doesn't fix it either, because there's still a bunch of assholes that live here that don't contribute to society. But the reality is the majority of people coming here, they're not coming here to sell drugs and commit crimes. They're coming here because their kids need an education, or because they need a job, or because they need a better life. You know? And so this idea that, like, they're just coming here to rape everybody, and it's such an awful thing to put on a certain community of people, because it's not just people from Mexico.
Hold-
They're from all over the world, you know?
Joe, I can't believe I'm like wringing my ears about the. Don't judge him if he's a Trump supporter.
Oh.
Isaac, he's a good man. He's never done nothing wrong to nobody.
Hey man, I just asked if
You
he,
said
I just asked if he was a Trump supporter. I think that you could tell a lot about somebody if they support Trump right now. And I'll be totally honest with you, that's where I kind of draw the line, and I'm just gonna fucking say it because I feel like everybody else needs to do the same fucking thing. Need to cut off that fucking arm. If you support Trump and whatever I don't give a fuck what policies he fucking has.
Those
And
policies
if
were
you
already
think-
there
And
before
if you
him
think that his
anyways.
fucking policies are so fucking great, I don't give a fuck, because he is. If you like the policy, vote for somebody else that could have that fucking policy. This man is fucking raping and killing fucking kids. And he's trying to use our military as his own fucking private militia. He's trying to get rid of fucking voting. He's trying to be a third term president, which is fucking illegal. Everything it is that he's done with tariffs has been fucking illegal. Nobody's doing anything about it. I draw the line at the T at fucking Trump. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if I've fucked with you for so many fucking years. Sorry, but not sorry. I draw the line at Trump. Fuck that guy. If you support that guy, fuck you too. I don't have a fucking problem with Isaac and what he does in his personal life or anything. All I'm saying is, if you support Trump, I don't support you. Stay out of my way. And that's it. And I think that everybody needs to have the balls to fucking do the same.
So do you think a Trump supporter, do you think they're seeing exactly what you're seeing?
No, they're
Okay,
seeing the
hold
other
on.
side of the algorithm.
Okay.
They're getting what's fed to them, what
Correct.
they're fucking liking.
So with that being said, you can't.
They're not fucking stupid. We're all in the same fucking city.
Are they though?
We all can fucking feel it. We can all see.
We've all been victims of propaganda.
I guarantee you that
we
he's.
can all agree to that.
I guarantee you that Trump supporters are not only getting far right stuff. I guarantee you that they're getting a lot of left stuff too, because that's where the fucking battle is happening.
Right.
So those parts are falling into the algorithm as well. So everybody has a choice every single day on what it is that they are liking and what they are feeding themselves with the algorithm. I don't follow anybody on social media. I follow Free Palestine. I follow a few local artists that I actually do fuck with and that I know that want Palestine to be free, that are not Trump supporters, anti-fascism, and I feed myself what I know is fucking happening. Really happening. News sources, private news sources, people that are actually going out and digging through the fucking files and that are actually putting out the horrible information that they're putting out there for everybody else.
So I think I'm on two different camps here, right? One of them is at this moment in my life, I don't think no matter who the president is, I'm not saying fuck them, and not because I'm a patriot, because I know it's not them.
Yeah, they're just puppets.
And
but,
so now,
but
because I saw this.
Yeah.
I saw this.
Well, and
diagram.
people have to fall on a side of the line, right? So they have to vote for someone, and they weren't going to vote for Kamala for whatever reason.
because she was a fucking woman, yo.
Yeah.
Because she was a black woman. That's the only reason why they didn't want to fucking vote for
I
her.
don't think that's true.
Well, I think people didn't like Kamala. I think she was a terrible pick for the Democratic Party. I think they shot themselves in the foot, but they didn't really have a choice. She was the next in line.
She was the lesser
So
of
they're
the
going to
two
start a
evils.
whole new campaign for whoever's going to be. No, that's not going to happen.
The one
So
thing,
she kind of got fucked over in terms of what was going to happen. And who was it? Jerry Ford, whoever the president was, Ford, said something about, like, do you think there ever will be a woman president? And he said the only way it will happen is if the president dies or if somebody steps down. And
That's
sure
right,
enough,
see? Because
and it still didn't happen.
because you know
Because people don't want women to be president.
or
All
anybody
the old
really in-
fucking farts that sit up at fucking Capitol Hill, they don't want to deal with women's issues. They're already putting all that shit on the chopping block. So good luck going to get a fucking abortion if you got raped by your fucking uncle and now you're gonna have to have a baby. Good luck.
I'm pro-choice.
I just think people just don't see, like, they see just those sides of the line. They're like, well, he's just like a rich white guy, so let's just vote for him because he aligns with my
he
political
looks the
views.
part.
Really? A rapist? Somebody whose business fails? All of his business? Who's embezzled money? Who's been indicted?
Not
Like,
even
what
allowed-
the fuck are you
he's not
thinking?
even
This
allowed
is
to
your
have charities
choice?
anymore.
Like, and Kamala's worse? I don't know. You got to be real fucked in the head to vote for Trump.
She was double fucked.
Verse and vote for him more than once.
She was double fucked because she was a woman and she was black.
So I was, my whole, like, every time I've ever voted, like, my whole thing was, fuck Bush. So that you're the fuck Trump, I was fuck Bush.
Oh, fucking
I was a fuck
Bush.
Bush.
I fucking hate that guy.
And then I was like, oh, that was like, fuck him. And then
But do you remember when Republicans weren't so crazy? Do you remember when
Bro,
Republicans and
you don't think
Democrats?
that it swapped?
It wasn't so
dude.
like
Yes!
it's totally switched. Like, what the fuck happened?
And I felt like this is
The Republicans used to be the party of the people.
All part of the plan, baby.
Now they could give two fucking shits about anybody that makes less than $100 bajillion. It's fucking insane.
They were like 2026. We're gonna cross their hairs. Watch.
And those poor people that vote for Trump, you think he gives a fuck about them? No. Have fun in Arkansas in your little bayou town with no money, no assistance.
so. All right, so the first one is, at this point, like, it's whatever. Like, I don't really give a shit. But to know that this is happening, right? Like, oh, we're crossing lines and we're crossing people out of our lives for decisions that they think in their hearts
Yeah.
don't think it's a bad decision. And I just wanted to be an advocate for that. I'm not excusing anything. I'm not saying that one person is good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this person's a piece of shit. I'm not saying that he's the man. What I am saying is there's already too much hurt in the world. And I understand, and a lot of people aren't smart.
Yeah.
They're solely self-indulged.
Yeah.
And so maybe they don't realize that they're consuming propaganda.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to get this thought out before I lose it. Nope, I lost it.
No, go. Well,
It
it was important because it was your first reaction.
I can't remember what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say a lot of my family is from the South. My mom grew up in Texas. All my family either lives in Oklahoma or like Louisiana or Texas, Tennessee. All of them, except for maybe my uncle on my dad's side, voted for Trump. And a lot of it is where you live. You know, we live in a pretty diverse community, but in Podunk, Tennessee, you're like, there's literally no other color but white people within hundreds of miles. It's crazy. And people still really live like that. There's very, very segregated still. Parts of Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Bricktown, all those areas. A lot of that stuff is still segregated. It's still like, that's the black part of town. That's the white part of town. And I think even in California, we grow up with a lot of those preconceptions of like race and political affiliation and all that stuff. But because we're from California, it's a little bit like you could be on either side of the line. But I don't understand how your friend, is just your friend Chris married? Is that his name? Sorry.
Chris.
Oh, Isaac.
Oh, Isaac.
Is he
No,
married?
he's not married.
I just think it's hard for me to justify where we've gone as a country in terms of rights and progression and the kinds of things that we've set up as far as benefits for kids in schools and reading resources and all of this stuff that's come really good out of a lot of the government stuff that we've established through taxes. But how someone can still vote for somebody who has blatantly said on stage multiple times terrible things about certain races or about people with disabilities, women, namely their pussies. Like, it's so far beyond to think that like we're at a point in this world where that's somebody that gets elected as president. It's just disheartening. I remember.
You also see why would people be appealed to that at this point in time? Do you see
I think there's a sense of patriotism that people think that exists, that like, oh, yay, this country.
Also, I mean, he duped a lot of people with the Q thing. I think Q is Mossad, and I think Mossad is running him.
Well,
so that I think, and a lot of people
he's clearly
really believe
he's got people in his
Q
pockets.
Is connected to the Bible, and that's one reason why I hated Republicans. Because, bro, I don't want to hear about your Bible.
No, everything they vote for. And perfect example of my family, my uncle, like almost every guy, man on my mom's side and then my dad are all pastors. You know, so they grew up in the church, and the church has always been Republican, which is really weird to think about because they're all about helping the poor and all about community. That's not a very like right-wing ideal, but it used to be. It used to be about that. Mm-hmm. And religion went along with that. Family values.
I think American values have all changed too. Remember,
100%.
And family values, what are those now? Like,
that's what when people say like, "Oh, I'm so about traditional family values." What does that mean? People are more divorced in this country than they are stay together.
Yeah.
People who are
like
queer,
9 out of 10?
People who are not straight, not cisgender, and identify as someone who's either gay or bisexual, they tend to be in longer relationships, lasting relationships, than straight people.
Well, male on males, yes. Female on female, no.
That's because they move in together too soon.
Get married, right?
But no, it is one of the.
Just for the record, female on female relationships have the highest 59% end in domestic violence rates. That's just crazy shit. Crazy. I follow a bunch of smut on Instagram.
But the idea of family values, what does that mean? Going to church on Sundays? Because no one does that anymore.
No,
but that used to be the ideal. Like the man went to work and the woman stayed home with the kids, and she cleaned the house and did the laundry. Joe does it every day. He's like role reversal, which is like so fucking refreshing to be around. But like, there's an expectation that like this is what it is. Even now, like even as working women, like my husband is not a dick, but like if we were a traditional family, you know, I would be working all day, but I'd still have dinner on the table at 6:00. The idea of this traditional family unit that like everybody is appeasing each other and hanging out with each other all the time. I don't know. It just sounds like not realistic.
Well, me and my wife, we both work and we both cook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I split it in half. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday she cooks and I cook. Thursday, and then I order Uber Eats Friday because I do a show, and I cook Saturday and Sunday because that's fair, right?
Well, that's what you do in a
Because
relationship.
you love that person.
Yeah, you work
You
together,
want to
you know?
Yeah.
do something for them.
Well, and relationships are never
I'm
really
not a god.
relationships are never really 50-50. There's always going to be someone that's kind of giving a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't mean that's every day. But the other person should know that, like, oh, I'm going to pick up a little more slack today. But then on Saturday, I have this free time or whatever. Like, it should be a balance. It shouldn't just be.
Me and my wife, we walk by each other, and
Yeah.
I go 60. She goes 30. I go, fuck.
Oh, like where you're at. Yeah.
So that means I have to.
Yeah, you got to step it up.
I thought you were waiting for her to say 9. I was like, oh, dang.
No. Yeah. So we just tell each other
But-
where we're at.
All right, hurry up, let's go.
But the idea of like the traditional family value, when people talk about that, they mean a man and a woman. They don't mean
Yeah.
across those lines.
But I don't even
It's
think
very like
Right
that's
now
what
in
it is.
America, we don't have a
No.
traditional family.
We don't. You know?
And even traditional families aren't traditional families
I
anymore.
don't know. You know what they use as the traditional family nowadays? It's the Kirk family. That was the
I don't
traditional
want to talk
family.
about that.
That was the American family
There's
right
too
there.
many
That's how they
questions
were.
going on
That's
right
how they
now.
were trying to pitch it. This is the way you're supposed to do it.
I'm not even sure if it was real.
Raise your. Oh no, it wasn't real.
The whole thing
It
is
wasn't
insane.
real.
That shit hurt me. Like to see him bleed out like that. Like I'm not like
Ah,
it's not
man.
like I followed him or anything,
No.
but to see him like see somebody I've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what you stand for,
I don't know, it
knowing
just-
those
like, his
children,
eyes were
the
like-
people that
like,
were
I
there,
was
like,
just
no one should have to
Well,
experience
yeah, man.
that.
I mean, he got fucking taken out, bro. I mean, it's a fucking horrible thing.
And I don't even-
Nobody
It's
should
awful.
have.
That kid didn't
but-
do it.
But no, of course he didn't fucking do it.
It's impossible.
You know what a 30-06 round
Yeah, I
does
was
to
in the
somebody?
military. It would take
Yeah,
his whole
dude.
neck off.
Yeah,
dude.
that shit. There would have been nothing fucking left, bro. That shit would have been hanging on by a fucking thread if it would have been
And
lucky.
he was like, "Oh yeah, the autopsy said he had a neck of steel."
What autopsy?
What?
There's none.
I heard that they're saying that there was an autopsy and that there wasn't an autopsy, and something about his wife going in to sign an autopsy that there wasn't supposed to fucking be, and somebody having like some kind of paper trail saying that it wasn't supposed to be mentioned or some shit like that. That whole thing was a big old fuck up, man. They fucked themselves. Like I said, the internet does not fucking lie,
Oh,
bro.
and did you see that they had they FOIA'd something? Did you see that with the color of the day? And they
Oh
gave it
yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
It
That's
was
right. That's right.
blacked out.
It was like orange or
Maroon.
it was maroon. Maroon was the color of
Yes.
the day. That's right. That's
So
right.
anybody that was wearing maroon
That's right.
inside the video,
Usually,
they're
whenever
working for the team.
that's
So
what,
whatever the
that's
team
what
that
they
is on
do.
the day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I just recently heard that maybe 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, I heard that maybe like a month or two ago.
But yeah, turning point is the worst thing to happen
Yeah,
to young
that's-
individuals that are involved in those groups, and it's like a cult, you know.
I think the psyop.
And I grew up
It's
in
a
the
psyop
church.
for
I
sure.
grew up going to a religious school, like in college, not to that extent, but even that college that I work for now, the students were trying to get a turning point group at the school, but ASB wouldn't let them. They're like, first of all, it doesn't fulfill a lot of the requirements because we already have a lot of groups that are like this already.
They're just trying to put together like a
They
chapter.
wanted to they wanted to create an actual chapter of Turning Point at Point Loma.
What do? They just talk Jesus or what?
Well, it's just like another like Christian group, but it's very anti everything else. And that's not the point of having a club at school. You can't go to have a club. I mean, even
Mean
the
Girls
Democrat or the Republican club, they can't do that and then be like anti-Democrat, you know, but they were trying to create this club,
know
but
what's crazy?
it's very like, we don't want gays, we don't want trans, we don't want LGBTQ, we don't want anything to do with any of that.
See,
But you can't do that at a university. Like, you're at a university, higher education. You can't just come with your weird ideal club and think it's going to work. So
Well, I
they
mean, to be
so
fair, it
then
does
so
work
then
for
they
them.
didn't get approved, and
Not
then
them
all these
specifically.
people got up in arms that like, oh well, you're just anti Charlie Kirk. It's like, no, it has nothing to fucking do with him. You guys didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was until he got shot. So shut the fuck up. You know?
When he got shot, I was like, who? I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, half the country.
Did you see
Oh yeah, I saw everything.
Oh,
but
Lord.
when I heard that it happened, I was like, who? And then
I've never seen.
then
that.
I
He's a
saw it, and I was
terrible
like,
person.
oh yeah, that fucking guy.
I mean, it's terrible
Well,
for
well.
someone to get hurt and die, but
I mean, I wouldn't
He's
wish
an-
that on anybody.
he's so anti anything that I believe that I'm like, why are you guys trying to get?
I don't think he's a terrible person.
Live by the sword, die by the sword, bro.
He had very terrible views about people.
You know how many people he got hurt just based off of the words that he spoke out of his mouth
I mean,
for his freedom of speech?
I don't know.
Which,
I mean,
apparently now our First Amendment is totally disappearing, but he pretty much died for using his First Amendment right.
I think that's.
But also for using his First Amendment right, he got a lot of fucking people hurt. So, again, live by the sword, die by the sword. I have no remorse for the man. I'm sorry that his kids are going to grow up without a daddy and their mom is a fucking is a
another
fucking
piece.
mega, I'm not even going to say Romania, bro. Paper trail. That bitch has been fucking smuggling kids for fucking ever since the very beginning.
There's something more. There's more to meet the eye for that.
Oh,
But
And I also heard that Charlie Kirk's best friend said that Charlie Kirk found out that the whole marriage was a fucking setup for Turning Point USA, and when he found that out, he was talking to his friend about filing to fucking divorce her, and then all of a sudden he got fucking popped. It's all over the internet, bro. It's just that if people don't want to go there, then they won't go there. Just like the fucking Jedi files when Obi-Wan went in there to figure out what happened to all the younglings, and Yoda was like, you know, the further you look into it, the more hurt you're going to.
Yeah.
Same fucking shit, bro. Epstein files, Romania with the Kirks and the owls and
So,
the fucking the
who she
secret rituals that
who
are
do you think
happening
she
out.
represents?
I don't know because I've seen a lot of things of her popping up into like a lot of things like CIA videos and shit from the past that she's tried to do like promotions and
So
shit.
you think it's internal?
her
stuff, maybe?
well her dad worked for Israel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
He was
he's a contractor.
he was like some big fucking head honcho whatever.
Mhm.
And if I'm not mistaken, the mom also was involved somehow, some way, in a different way.
Education.
This bitch was fucking bred into that. They probably offered her up to it and like raised her into thinking, you're gonna be our little secret agent girl. We're gonna raise you to do this, to meet all the right people, and you're gonna be the one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the turning point. This shit has been going on since before we were all fucking alive, yo.
Yeah.
These people that are smarter, like I said, the higher caliber of a fucked up mind, these people have been working at it for a long time, a long time. And they have their maps, they have their agendas and stuff, and they're doing it, bro. And everybody's just here just being like, whoa, why isn't anybody doing anything? And they're just like,
And my thing is,
we can do anything.
I have two things for this. Why I think it is true. Why I think it's true. There was a dude who captured another dude running across the roof on a camera,
Mm-hmm.
like moments before.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that one too.
So I see that. Then when they asked, it was Cash Patel, that they asked him, he was like, "Hey, did you guys reach out to get that footage or to get a statement from him?" He goes, "No, it's a closed state. Everything's closed." So what are you talking? No.
Because it's an
We don't
inside
do
job,
that
man.
shit, though. You every single option that you have to investigate, you go down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't just
Most
assume.
definitely. And also, the supposed shooter when they get the footage of him jumping down from the building, supposedly he had a 30-06. You can't break those things down, bro. That
Not
person
that fast.
That rifle's
no, dude,
way
you need tools to break that shit down, like for real,
Yeah.
and it will not fit in a fucking backpack for sure. You know
They're
what I
trying
mean?
to say that he put it
And-
in his leg.
And also,
It's still too big.
and also, they're saying that they found it fully attached.
Yeah.
What?
So where,
So he broke it down, and then he reattached it, and then he got rid of it.
yeah, it doesn't make
And
any sense.
they have them on they have the time stamp because
at
the
Wendy's,
zooms,
right?
the zoom cameras.
Mm-hmm. And then like 10 minutes after or something like that, they have video footage of him at a Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
And then like a month later, that Wendy's is gone.
Yeah.
Just like the spot where Charlie Kirk got assassinated. All of a sudden, they just fucking demoed the whole bitch. It was a crime scene, yo.
It's $1 trillion business, whatever this is.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
We don't even know what it is.
And
We don't know
yeah,
who's working for who.
and like
No.
how you mentioned something earlier, and I was thinking like, oh, I thought about that this morning. I just pictured. I always picture like a puppet master. You know what I mean? But you kind of gave me this visual of the puppet master, but then there's this really big lingering shadow behind that one that's like controlling the puppet master without strings. That's a fucking scary ass thought. That is a really scary thought, because just like whatever it is that we know now, this is like what our brains are able to grasp onto right now. We're just like, oh my god, this stuff is so fucking horrible.
And
But
so much bad things have happened.
But
to get to
imagine
this
if
point,
we
too.
had more than just that iceberg and we had all the information. Like,
We'd blow our brains would blow.
yeah, dude. Have you seen the Indiana Jones movie with the crystal skull?
Mhm.
When like one of the ladies at the end, like they meet the aliens, and then she tells them like, I want to know everything. I want to know it all. And then so they gave her like all the information about like fucking everything it was that they knew, and then she pretty much like she hollowed out. She dissipated into her being couldn't handle it. And I feel like that's like something that would happen if we were given all of this information. Our brains would just fucking fry to the point where there would be no more compassion. There would be no more empathy. It would just be the Wild West all over again.
What happens if that's what it is?
No
and we
trust.
are in a fucking simulation.
Right?
I'd be fucking relieved, bro. I'd be like, chill, yo.
Right, so
Let me jump back
Thank
in that.
let me put a cherry on top of this, and we'll zip this bitch up. Okay. So it's of my belief that there's 13 families that are insanely rich that run the world.
Mm.
Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPont, all that old money.
Right.
You're not talking, those just, they run the world and they play the game with themselves. And I think there's different people that represent different people. Like, obviously, Epstein represented the Rothschilds. He says it in the email. I'm talking to you on behalf of the Rothschilds. So that's his. So who do you think that this whole Charlie Kirk thing, who do you think that belongs to? What family is that?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it the same? Is it the Rothschilds again?
Should follow the bloodlines.
Because we're missing something, right? We're missing something that would, boom, put it all into perspective.
We are missing something, but it's only because
They allow it.
the criminal is holding the evidence, and we're begging the criminal to hand over the evidence. It's pretty obvious. We all know what's going to happen. We've all watched cartoons. They're not going to fucking give themselves up. They'll fucking nuke the world before they give themselves up. You want to know why? Because they have all their nice, expensive bunkers and shit. And when they wipe out everybody out here, and the earth heals itself, which it will naturally do because we've been fucking it up this whole time, and it's a living creature, it will repair itself. All these fucking rich assholes are going to come out of their fucking bunkers, and they're going to have the whole world to themselves to start all over fresh, start their own bloodlines, their own human cattle. Everything will be theirs. And all they have to do is press the fucking button. And they're already sitting there like this. They're just waiting. They're waiting until we get smart enough to be like, no, we're not going to let it fucking happen anymore. And once we're knocking at their fucking door, they're going to be like, kill switch. Boom. Now everybody's going to be scrambling and running. I'll hit my elevator. Everybody else is going to start throwing their bombs because we throw these bombs. All civilian life gone. Now we'll just take over that land.
Want to hear another weird shit?
Orwell shit right there.
Palestine
Did you
was
hear that?
the test.
Nagasaki and Hiroshima were not real.
I've not heard that.
Okay, look into it. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
go
know,
into
bro. I don't know,
That's
bro.
I don't
Because
know either, but
I don't know
it's
because I have seen like haven't you seen like the videos of people of like the shadows of people from the bombs? Because like when the bombs went off, people were like neutralized instantly.
Yeah.
That it left.
They were like
It
vaporized.
left their shadows on the fucking walls because like it vaporized them, but it like cooked the wall to a certain degree, but like it hit them first, and you could see people's
Like
shadows still laying on the ground or on the fucking walls and
Listen,
shit.
I'm just saying that there is a theory out there that's saying that all that was made up.
As of right now, bro, everything's
I
up in
mean-
the fucking air. I don't fucking know
Who
anymore, yo.
knows?
I can't just
Everybody's
shit.
claiming
Yeah.
AI is fucking redonkulous nowadays, and their
my God.
lies are
Don't even
crazy.
get
So
me
like,
started.
I don't even know, bro.
And then
So-
I'll end it with this, okay? In the next few days, the alien stuff is gonna come out. And guess what? 2 days later, we're nuking Iran. Okay, that's it. I mean, right? Am I wrong?
Hey man, I'll take nukes over aliens. That's like one of my things, dude. I'm not afraid of demons. I'm not afraid of human beings.
But aliens.
I'm afraid of extraterrestrial life. Only because I have my own traumas that we will get into on the next episode. So stay tuned.
Have you got visited?
Oh no!
Just yes or no, and we'll go. That's it. I'm gonna end it.
I think I have, yeah.